And good morning. Today we're on a very windy Arkabutla Lake. I'm probably giving a lot of wind noise. It's pretty windy out today, as you can see behind me. But I'm a bass fisherman, but we're not going to bass fish today. We're going to crappie fish today. I got on some crappie last week in a brush pile, deep brush pile, and hopefully they're still there. Not a lot of people know that that's where these crappie are because I've not seen anybody fish it. The lake is about 8 feet high, and this brush pile is usually against the bank, but it's about 8 to 10 foot deep. And we're going to try to load the boat today. You know, if I can get 5 or 6. They're all 15 inch. They're huge. Wait till you see them. If they're still there, we're going to have a fun day. I know it's windy. It's real windy. We have a hurricane coming in off the coast, and the winds are here. Not a lot of people on the water because it's so windy. This lake is bad with wind, but the old boat can handle it. So here we go. Ain't good for power poles, right? Whew, it is something today, boy. Rough. This is going to be a terrible video, audio-wise. Alright, here we go. Much clearer over here. Water's come down a lot, at least a foot. And there's people fishing it all over this cove because of the wind. It's out of the wind. So I'm sure this has been fished out, which is not good. Might be a short day and a short video. I'm slow rolling a jig, tipped with a minnow. I'm having to lob these out here because I have a minnow on them. I don't want to throw the minnow off. Just letting it go down. The brush pile comes way out the tree. They've been in the tree, but there's all kind of people that has fished this tree today, so I may be out of luck. Too many boats in here. I learned something on that bite, even though I didn't catch the fish. They're not relating to the cover right now. They're just deep and on the bottom. Maybe because of the change of wind, boat traffic. There's tons of boats in here. And so I had a huge crappie on and I lost it, and that's my fault. It scared me that it wasn't ready for it. But I figured it out, and it was pretty deep, and it was on the bottom. So maybe we're onto something. Let's see. Small one. I mean, that's a small one. Yeah, we're in trouble. We won't be here long. better. No keeper. What is it? that a catfish? Come on. I got a catfish. That's how bad today's going. God, they've got slime everywhere. Okay, got a fish. About time. Hey, look at there. About time. He's hooked in the bottom too. That's not good. Come on. Oh, it fell out. Look at there. Look at that. I didn't want anybody to see me. Yes, sir. 13-incher. Yes, sir. A little deeper. 13 foot, and I was on the bottom. Okay. That makes sense. The water's pulled, dropped, so the fish are going to pull out. All right. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little pattern here, or if that was luck. One's luck, two's a pattern. Fishing too deep, Sid's fishing too deep. With a bitty crappie. Okay. Look at this. Alright, let me show you something. What I've done. I switched to a weedless jig. See that? And just started getting in the brush. And look at that, would you? It's at least 14. Golly, what a crappie. Good night. Small. Oh yeah, big. Big. Yes, indeed. No measuring here. All right, we started to figure something out. I'm just having to jig, just slowly. Catching a lot of smalls, but they're in the brush pile. I'm just having to jig slowly. All red them now, boys. He should be a keeper right on the edge. Little one. Little one. Alright. Smart person would have done that a long time ago. That's right. Alright, feels good. Oh yeah. Holy, what a crappie. Holy cow, what a crappie. Woo! Look at that crappie. Little one. A very little one. Yes, sir. Easy now. Look at that. Little one. Alright. Squeaker maybe? Oh, the little one. Good. Oh, feels good. Oh, he's big. Ready. Oh, he's big. Why would you do that, Sid? I've been doing it all day, though. Poof. He was a big one. Oh, big one. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. Big one. No foul. Alright, folks. That about does it for today. I'm hot and I'm hungry, and so we had a good day. Alright, folks, we've made it back to the shop. It was so windy out today, I decided to come back here and make the close out of the video. We had a great day on the water. Caught a lot of fish. Caught a lot of small fish today. But we did manage to get a mess. I think 8, big ones. So feed the family for a couple of fish fries. Today I was using this is a cheap pole. I had been trolling for these crappie. Like I told you, I usually bass fish, but I decided to try this lake for crappie fishing, and because I just wanted to change, and I was trolling the first couple of trips, but as a bass fisherman that gets old, and so I decided to try this since it's more in my wheelhouse. And so I just got a cheap pole that I had laying around, just a it says Stinger, it says Zepco Stinger spinning reel. It's got I did put some Mr. Crappie 6-pound test line on it, and today we were using just a jig. It's a Strike King, a Joker, I believe is what they call this jig. It's on an 1/8 ounce head. It's weedless. You see the weed guard there. I had to pull the weed guard up. Still got hung. I was in a brush pile, so of course I'm going to get hung up some. But 1/8 ounce jig head, it's a red hook on it, and I was tipping it with a minnow. I started with a Roadrunner, not weedless, just a Roadrunner, you know, little bladed jig. But I switched to this to help me a little bit more in that brush pile. So, and that was able to give me, if nothing else, the confidence to get into that brush pile deep, because that's, for whatever reason, that's where they were. They were deep in the brush pile, in the thick stuff. And so I had to go through some snags and some hang-ups, but I was able to do that with this jig and pull a lot of fish out. So we had a great day on the water, and it shows you that a bass fisherman can go out and catch some crappie. And everyone around me, I had lots of folks trolling crankbaits, pulling crankbaits, and there were some that were trolling minnows. They had rods all casted out all over the decks of their boat, and I had one rod, and I was catching more than what they were, because every one of them asked me what I was doing, because they weren't catching many. So it just goes to show you that you can do it with just one rod, a spinning rod, and a jig tipped with a minnow. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Stick around and hit the subscribe button, and we'll put some more videos up. I'm a avid outdoorsman, and so I'm going to put some more videos up. I enjoyed doing it, and I hope you enjoyed tagging along today. And God bless.